请收看《唯心世界义工利人天》。
慈航为太平，万千万神来朝礼，共传世界永和平。365天罡南天来，72天是天心爱。500尊者土足礼，53如来生门开。
The obsession of this term is all about 7 Mahara or cent is not suitable description of the Buddha. But we can grab the characteristic of the reality of the Buddha in a democracy of Buddha with equivalence. This slide shows the triple body of the Buddha. First, the democracy is the true ultimate reality. Second, Sambhogakari. This is show the Buddha who received in a pure land, accompanied by the enlightened Bodhisattva. Another is Naman Kari. This is show the ceremony Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings appear physical body in the world. Next. The democracy is like the matter wisdom, and the symbol yard carry is like the wisdom of intelligent master. In another, Lumina carry, that is the wisdom of duty fulfillment. This is interpretation of the term of several city, the rest matter. That is meaning the man only， 也就是说我们说唯心了啊。So in the book, in the situation, they say how to become a greater Yagan. It should be first is cultivation of the idea that all you festival is only your man only. Second is the non-occasion of the field related to arise, endurement, and season. And the third is position or no existence of the external entirety. Four is understanding the realness of the normal wisdom is within one's own only self. This slide shows the first 3 steps is physical meaning, philosophy meaning, and the 4 is the practical meaning. So the word is as seen the light of the simple relation is to be interpreted in terms of authority, idealism. So how to interpret the future of the purpose to enlightenment? There are 3 things. First is discipline. Next is concentration of your mind. Third is wisdom. The purpose of purification is a very good comment. And they have 7 stages of purification in order to realize Nibbana in a lifetime. The stage 1 is purification of Sera. Sera is considered of right speech, right action, and right thought. Stage 2 is purification of mind. Stage 3 is purification of will. And stage 4 is, we say that how to see the dependent organization. And stage 5 is the practice of insight. Stage 6 is the development of insight knowledge. And 7 is purification of knowledge in the field. It's really Nibbana. This is the purpose of freedom. We should be understand and follow. Also, the Lancashire Statute say we should be no discouragement. That is to say, we don't grasp or grasping in a doing in a reality of such. So we can conclude the purpose of enlightenment is not no discrimination in the default of the predicate. This is your man and a no man. In the left hand is man, and the right hand is no man. Man is empirical, and no man is trans-empirical. And man is name in a nemitor, in a hokarpa, and no man is alai jana in a tether T. So from this map, we can see the difference of man and no man. How to application to knowledge to in this paper? Normally, we in the water knowledge, we see send only material for manufacture of concrete. But in Buddha, they say the sand is devoid of all error. So it's the nature of Buddha. It is like a finger that points to moon, and the simple relation is moon, and the finger is worldly knowledge. Conclusion: if we know the Buddha like a saint, we may put forward our energy to study Buddhism. And the truth that is the truth of Buddha cannot be said, but can use scale mean. Second, the meaning of Sabashita direct matter 就是说哈是唯心了哈，就是你看外面的事物哈，都是只有心理的反应。You see the external object only the man only, and in the 18th stage of the Buddha, the great Yakan will be attained the well-being. Who discard the motion of arise, endure, and sitting. He's instead of man only. But Genia and Genia is say now Genia is a dualism of appearance and no appearance, and Genia is the state of no duration. That's all. In this paper, the sender is like the Buddha. It's not suitable description, but the predicate of the democracy, which is equivalent and the essential of Buddhism by several relates is suitable. How this purse of enlightenment to recognize in the reality. The recognition is obtained. There is no reason of discretion. By doing away with the notion of the grasp and grasping, and by operating in reality of such is as shown in the seven material sense. And this enlightenment should be done by yourself, not really to anybody. Thank you for your attention.
Your presentation. Now I open the floor for the questions to the speakers, please.
Yeah, I have a question for Loretta. It's very interesting. You showed the correspondence or quotes in modern post-industrial Chinese landscape art of classical landscape art. But what I found interesting, you took all example of figurative art. Now in China there was also an abstract art, and some of the abstract artists from China moved to Taiwan. So my question is whether also in abstract, non-figurative art, you find correspondences with Taoist motifs.
Actually, there are some artists, for example, Shanyan, sounds like a famous legalist philosopher. So he is painting landscapes in abstract manner. But okay, we can find maybe some similarities in the sense that simplicity in categories, aesthetic categories of simplicity and something like this, but I didn't think too much about those examples. I mean, their relations to, especially to Taoist aesthetics. But yeah, there are abstract paintings of landscapes, like more structuralist.
I have a question to Mr. Zhang Shiji. Hi, you just mentioned that in the Grandmaster's calligraphy, there you can see the 5 stars or 9 stars in the calligraphy, right? The 9 stars symbolizes the 9 kinds of forms of the mountains. 9星 9 stars, or 5 elements, 5行. Did Grandmaster mention about it, or it is just is from your idea? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, we kind of look through the literature, especially from the books or the feng shui books or texts from ancient times, and we try to find anything relevant to the different shapes of the mountains. And yes, we knew that there are so-called the 9 stars of the mountains, and also there are 5 stars of the mountains. But in our comparison, we use the 5-star mountain shapes since we found in the literature about the 5-star. And of course, there are also literature mentioning the 9-star mountain shapes, also in the ancient books. But for the purpose of comparing, or maybe in this calligraphy arts, for the purpose of comparing, we use the 5-star mountain shapes instead of the 9-star mountain shapes. I think it's probably more comprehensive for the readers, and also for us to start to review of these calligraphy arts, because the 9-star mountain shapes, actually there are some of the shapes are combinations of the 5-star mountain shapes, and you'll be probably not as easy to comprehend as the 5-star mountain shape model. Yeah.
Thank you.
Anybody else? We still have some 15 minutes.
To ask Zhang Xiansheng and Xu Nushi, what's the status of Maitreya Buddha in Weixin Shengjiao? Is he an arhat, a Louhan too? Mila for Maitreya Buddha, is he an Louhan too in Weixin Shengjiao? I saw outside the bas relief with arhats probably, and also Maitreya Buddha outside in the front. So what's the status? What's his status? Maitreya Buddha's status in Weixin Shengjiao?
To me, I would say it's actually in the if you let me put it in this way: if you will have a trip to the to our Bagua Shengcheng, you will notice that in the very front of the Bagua Shengcheng, there's the boulevard. There's the boulevard. Yeah. The status of the Milefo, just in the very front of the Bagua Shengcheng, just right under the Southern Haven Gate. So I think this probably symbolizes the status of Milefo in our in Weixin Shengjiao. So I think it's not that much different from Buddhism or from their way of thinking, but just it's for the, maybe you can say it's for greeting people to come into a better place, and also for promising the better place to be afterwards. That's probably what I will try to comprehend in this way. Yeah.
I have two questions. I have a remark for Loretta and then a question for Jason about Desunjiliwe. About the art, you may have said it, but it may have escaped me because I didn't sleep too well, so maybe you said it. But I found the paintings you showed extremely interesting and very beautiful. So, you know, the contemporary ones. And I wondered if we didn't have the same kind of ambiguity in this art that we also had in pop art, that pop art could be interpreted as denouncing a material culture, but at the same time as promoting the beauty of it. And some of the paintings you showed with the garbage and all, you know, the constructions, etc., instead of showing the sort of negative side of our own Anthropocene culture, in fact, made those things just as beautiful as the old way of painting landscape. So did you talk about that? I don't think you did.
I'm not sure whether I understood your question, but first of all, if you mean those garbages, they are not paintings. They are photos.
Yes, yeah, the photo. But I mean, you know, the end result is that they become beautiful.
They become beautiful. I told that actually they reveal the dialectics of beauty and ugliness. So they seem beautiful from the first sight, but when you look deeply, they seem ugly, and actually it's impossible to separate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Ugliness and beautifulness.
Yeah. This is, I wasn't sure you had explained that, but this is what I felt.
Yeah.
Okay. And my question to Jason is, when you talk about earthly immortality, does it imply that the devotees actually believe that physical death, biological death on this earth can be vanquished in the very near future?
Well, Bernadette, I have some good news and some bad news. So, to answer your question from the perspective of Desunjiliwe, the good news is that, according to belief, it's kind of similar, actually, to the Western esoteric tradition of as above, so below. So the solution has been achieved, but it's been achieved at the heavenly realm, and it actually takes a while for it to be reflected on Earth. So if you're fortunate enough to be born at the right time, there will be the Great Opening, which some would say already occurred or was underway, and then there will be the coming of the latter world. So when the latter world reaches the proper state of maturity, people will be able to enjoy earthly immortality. So, and actually, to be specific, when in Desunjiliwe they talk about Chisang Songyong, when they talk about this idea of like an earthly paradise, very, very literally what it's saying is a realm of immortals on the earth.
I have a question for Jason. Desunjiliwe mentioned that there will be 12,000 Dodonggunza sages, right, or immortals.
Yeah, 12,000 Dao-empowered sages. Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
correct.
Do they exist in the pre-heaven or latter heaven, or both? And can we be saved? Can we Taiwanese be saved? Thank you.
Yeah, in this case, you know, lots of good news to provide. So, you know, the number 12,000, a lot of people have said in the past that this is a symbolic number. So for numerological reasons, this number has been presented. It's also spoken of as the 12,000 peaks of Mount Kumgang. So that's another reason why we have this expression. If you think about the total membership of Desunjiliwe, for example, which is already around or perhaps over 1 million, of course, that's much larger than the number of 12,000 So if there was a belief in it in a fatalistic sense, it wouldn't be very appealing. But there are essentially two categories of humans that are said to exist in the latter world. There's the Tao-empowered sages, but there's also the noble populace. And the noble populace, they also get to enjoy earthly immortality. The Tao-empowered sages will be in a status of leadership, but the relationship between the Tao-empowered sages and the noble populace is a very harmonious relationship. The Tao-empowered sages don't rule by force. They rule through their competency. It's because they're able to do everything that is needed that they get to enjoy the privileges of leadership. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question for Mr. Chang Shishi. Yeah, I'm surprised to know that you have 500 paintings. Okay.
Yes.
So is that possible? Can we see 500 paintings in Bahua City? Can we see it?
I think most of them are displayed in our Weising Senjiao College. In the cultural hall of our college. So if you will go there tomorrow, maybe you or the day after, I think you will see. But probably not the whole 500 pieces of the paintings, but just probably some portion of it. Because you just need a lot of space to.
But I think we have a field trip 2 days later. But can we see some painting in Bahua City?
Yes. There are continual regular display of those paintings in
okay, good.
college. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the session. Thank you for the speakers. Thank you.